In their most recent match, Liverpool and Manchester City played out a true tactical battle. Today, we'll analyze how Pep Guardiola structured his team to execute a high press and how Arne Slot designed Liverpool's build-up to break that pressure. Let's start with Liverpool's structure and possession. Liverpool are organized in a 4+2+1+3 attacking structure, initiating the build-up with the goalkeeper and a back four, plus two midfielders positioned behind the first pressing line. Manchester City respond with a 4+1+3+2 pressing structure. The two forwards establish the first line of pressure, while Bernardo Silva steps higher to screen the double pivot, constantly dividing his attention between McAllister and Gravenberch. The far side winger stays compact inside, ready to provide cover and protect central spaces. Now, as the ball is played to the center back, the striker activates the press. In this case, he is the one who continues the pressure onto the fullback, but later we'll see that the intended behavior is for the winger to step in and press the fullback. After the ball is played back to the center back and then to the goalkeeper, with the striker positioned slightly wider, Bernardo Silva steps in to re-engage the press. There is always a clear intention behind this movement. He presses aggressively while still closing the passing lanes into McAllister and Gravenberch. Liverpool then switch the point of attack. The striker re-engages the press on the center back, and here you can see Bernardo's work rate, dropping to cover the space behind Erling Haaland, while again blocking the inside passing lane. The ball returns to the goalkeeper, and Bernardo steps in once more. This action now triggers City's collective pressing mechanism. The striker presses the center back, while the wide midfielder positions himself between the midfielder and the fullback, preparing to step out and press the fullback once the ball is played to him. Bernardo recovers inside to screen the midfield, and the opposite winger tucks in to maintain the team's defensive balance. Because Bernardo's role requires him to manage both McAllister and Gravenberch, Liverpool strategically drop one midfielder, in this case, Gravenberch, into the wide corridor to create a 2-versus-1 against the wide midfielder. Here, when Bernardo cannot close the passing lane in time, City are ready. The fullback immediately jumps out to press Gravenberch and prevent progression. Again, Manchester City initiate their pressing sequence. The goalkeeper plays to the center back, and the striker immediately steps up to press. The wide midfielder positions himself between the midfielder and the fullback, ready to step out and press the fullback as soon as the ball is played to him. In response, Ryan Gravenberch drops into the wide corridor to create a 2-versus-1 against the City wide midfielder. This forces the fullback to react quickly and step out at exactly the right moment to press in order to prevent progression. Now, let's focus on how Arne Slot set up Liverpool to break City's high press. Liverpool build in their usual 4+2 structure, with McAllister and Gravenberch positioned behind the first pressing line, but with distinct roles. McAllister stays central to fix Bernardo Silva in the central corridor, while Gravenberch shifts slightly to the right, with the clear intention of creating a constant 2-versus-1 against City's left wide midfielder, Nico O'Reilly. This positional adjustment starts to create problems for City. Bernardo is still able to recover his position and control Gravenberch's movement, but McAllister immediately recognizes himself as the free man. He moves into space behind the pressing line, allowing Liverpool to break the press and progress forward. Again, Gravenberch positions himself slightly wider on the right to create the 2-versus-1 against Nico O'Reilly, while the full-back Szoboszlai drops back to increase the distance to O'Reilly, forcing him to decide between closing down the inside passing lane to Gravenberch or covering space before stepping out on Szoboszlai at the optimal moment. Here, Konate also plays a decisive role. His body orientation hides his intention. He shapes as if to play the ball outside, drawing O'Reilly away from the central corridor, which opens a passing lane inside to Gravenberch. City's full back still attempts to step out and press Gravenberch, but reacts too late. From this moment, Liverpool break the press and immediately accelerate forward. In this final clip, Liverpool once again looked to create overloads in the wide corridors, this time on the left flank and with different players involved. McAllister maintains his central position, while Gravenberch steps higher, drawing Rodri into the central corridor and fixing him there. Meanwhile, Wirtz provides triple width on the left flank, creating a 2 versus 1 against Semenyo. After the pass to Wirtz, the fullback steps out to press him, opening an opportunity for Liverpool to exploit a 3 versus 3 against City's backline. Once the fullback leaves his position, the remaining defenders must shift rapidly to maintain balance, or gaps appear that Liverpool can exploit. Here, Kusanov is ready to step out on Gakpo, but it is unclear whether Guehi has recovered in time, allowing Liverpool to exploit the 2 versus 1 between Gakpo and Ekitike against Kusanov, creating a high-quality opportunity to progress and potentially score. And that wraps up our tactical breakdown of Liverpool versus Manchester City. If you're interested in this kind of in-depth analysis, check out my tactical platform. Link in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.